Hey there, A and Deviants, Junior Adventures and Friends. Welcome to this very special 0.85 episode of the Dicey Bastards. We're going to get to the first episode one day, I swear to you, but we're not there yet. Today, we're doing another little something special, getting to know a character as we introduce them back into the world, like letting an animal back into the wild, if you will. But we'll get to that in a moment. I'm MK Gibson, your Dungeon Master and author of such books as the Shadow Master series of Villain's Rule and the Technomancer series To Beat the Devil and many more. With me today is my very good friend, Rick Guatemala. Rick?
That's it. I'm done.
Ricky Guatemala. That's
Screw you all.
I get him.
All right, so my name is actually Rick Gualtieri, and I play Moog Faceeater. In real life, I write several things, including the Tome of Bill, Boer War, Time Chaser, and I actually did have something clever I was going to say, but it just rolled right off my mind. So we'll just throw in a quick Robert Bevan-esque. Hello, friends.
Was it the Ricky Guatemala? I'm telling you, that thing's taken off. People are really enjoying that online. Like, I don't know, that's a hitman, a stripper, or a hit stripper. There's the next book, Hit Stripper. Someone goes from town. Oh my God, holy shit! Hang on, we might be onto something.
Let me know when there's a T-shirt.
Dude, I'm just saying, like, one of us could write that thing where it's a male stripper that goes from town to town and like it's between. Oh my God, it writes itself. Anyway. Greetings all. There are legends spread among towns and taverns about noble champions, righteous paragons of virtue and valor. And then there are tales told about murderous masters of mayhem, sinister warriors who live for blood and bloodshed. They thrive in misery. These tales are not proclaimed, but rather whispered, for saying them too loudly may cause the gods of chaos to take note and perhaps pluck the strings of your fate. Our story today is about one of those such dark warriors. A half-orc trapped in the body of an elf, this willowy mountain of muscle and hate is Moog Faceeater, son of Gnarl Gutsplitter and Mark Testicle Crusher. It's been many moons since his search with these foolish motley band of fools for the gem of Foodmark. Now, they succeeded. They found the gem. They did a number of things. They made some wishes. And after proposing Grundle sweat-laden public table humping with his favorite druid companion, Moog then used his wish to destroy the gem of Foodmark and commit regicide at the same time. It was quite a sight. The last fragment of the gem is embedded in the back of Moog's right hand, and he can't seem to get rid of it. But after some time away from all that insanity, Moog has come to something of a crossroads in his life, both spiritually and literally. He currently stands in the middle of the Wind Whisper boarding house, a family establishment that's been run for over 100 years. Sadly, the family is run by elves, and Moog, if you know him, cares very little for the people that he embodies. So very little, in fact, that the family is currently tied up in the middle of the boarding house with Moog searching for oil, an open flame, and something to make s'mores with. And this is where our story begins. I'm going to put us on the map.
Well. First of all, Moog wishes to say that Moog is orc, not half-orc, stupid voice in sky.
Oh, well then, my apologies. It's like, does anybody really listen to Moog? Okay.
Moog listens to Moog.
So, Moog, you are in the middle of this boarding house, the Wind Whisper boarding house. There are currently three, you came along these woods sometime, saw the boarding house, decided to stay for the night as you wandered the countryside, unfortunately run by elves. There are no other patrons at the moment, so Moog doing Moog things. You have a mother, a father, and a child tied up on the rug. They are currently like, why are you doing this? Please, mister, we don't even know you. We'll give you half rate, we promise. Please, what are you doing?
Okay, stupid elves. Moog is merely going to horrifically murder you so that you're no longer on this planet, causing chaos.
The wife begins to just sob uncontrollably. What? We didn't do anything. We did. We're good people. Why would you do this?
Moog, stop you right there. You elf, yes?
So are you.
You born elf, yes?
Yes.
That what you do? elves scum. Moog kills elves. Thus, Moog must kill you. It's simple
No.
equation.
What?
By the way, where you keep lamp oil?
Oddly enough, give me a perception check.
Moog rolls an 18.
That's pretty good. Her eyes glance, oddly enough, towards the toilet.
Moog, thank you. Moog
No.
We'll head to the privy.
No, please stop. We'll give you money. We'll give you gold. Please don't do that. This is my family. You can't be serious.
Just for record, Moog can take gold and money after you're dead.
You, even though your back's to them, you feel this glare. The child, little dark-haired child, pointed ears, staring just intense hate at you. Like, of all the screaming, mother and father are screaming, but this child, we'll call them Eric. Eric is just glaring at you. I'm gonna kill you. You hear me? And this child is maybe 11, maybe at best. I mean, in elven years, but like the elven equivalent of an 11-year-old. So what is that, 50? But still, yeah. This young person is just staring murderous intent at you.
Moog can appreciate spirit, even from pathetic weak elf. Moog might be willing to give you a chance. But first things first. Moog will kick open the door to the privy.
Okay. Inside is just a privy. There's a little wash basin there, and while it's not on the map, you see it or the mine. And we'll say yes, there are kind of like there's like a little desk situation where it's got your soaps, your lotions, your towels, but also like additional oils and for fire starting materials.
All right, Moog will grab some of the oils. He will be reminded momentarily of. What name of stupid character that always trying to sell Moog oils?
Give me a history check. Let's see if we can remember.
Technically, Moog not care, but
an 11. Trend something, definitely trend something. Can you remember the name? This is a phone one for Moog. Moog, you're having this moment here, as you're about to commit, you're about to immolate living people.
Not people.
Well, these entities that speak and walk and talk. Do you even remember your old crew? Does looking at them even because weren't there some elves in your crew or some elfin like people? I mean, do you even see these people as people?
Moog remembers old party. Moog kind of liked evil demon woman. All the rest Moog hated.
Really? Wasn't there a certain no, I think she was half orc. Wasn't there a certain druid that you were prepared to bend over a table?
Well, I mean, Moog not sure what came over Moog. Sometimes Moog feels the need to find the knot hole and hope that there are not too many bees in it.
Yeah, dick splinters.
What was her name? Oh yes, stupid half-face orc.
Stupid half-face. That is completely right.
So, and Moog just talking to himself out loud.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, they're watching you. Yeah,
as he uncorks the oil and starts just drizzling it on them.
Okay. Dear God. All right. At this point, the father's going to start pleading. Please, you have to, okay, you don't like elves. I completely understand that. I can't help that I was born this way. My wife can't help she was born this way. Our child can't help that she was, they were born this way. You have to, please, there has to be something inside of you that sees us as living people, that you're sentient. We don't want to die.
Moog sees you as living. That's why Moog is attempting to change that.
The person's going to try to roll a persuasion check. They're an innkeeper. They've got to they have to do something. So they got high. They're a little bit high on the risk. We're going to give a +3 to this roll.
Sure.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Natural 20. That's pretty damn good. Even with plus. So I don't. Whenever I run a game, I don't believe that persuasion or anything like that is not mind control. I implore the player to take this into consideration when they role play.
Stupid elf. Moog is feeling charitable today.
You get down on your knee, in front of him, and like.
So here is Moog going to do. Moog will walk to the fireplace, grab a burning log out of it.
Oh, dear God. Okay.
and he will walk back and he will put it down like here, just outside of where the oil touches.
Okay.
So Moog has his weapons. He has Orphan Splitter, but he will pull out his. He will also pull out his mace, Widow Crippler.
Oh my. Okay. These just get better and better. Okay.
Moog will turn to the child, be like, and look him in the eye, be like, your father begged like pathetic elf. Moog expect this, but you glare at Moog. It almost like you have spirit of orc trapped in stupid elf body, which oddly enough is something Moog understand. So Moog going to give you a chance, stupid elf child.
Mm-hmm.
Moog will cut your bonds, Moog will give you weapon, and you and Moog will fight. And if you win, then parents live. And if you lose, everybody die. Seem fair to Moog?
Okay. All right. I see where you're going with this. Give me a persuasion roll.
10.
This kid doesn't take much persuasion.
Intimidation.
No. Well, no, this kid wants to fight. Or you go intimidation if you want. I mean, like, here's the thing. You're trying to implore this child. And here's the thing. This child is... persuaded? Sure. You only needed a 5 to persuade this child. Like, yeah, I'm going to fight you. I'm going to do this. So,
So let's say, stupid elf child. You up for challenge?
yeah, I'm up for the challenge.
Excellent.
All right.
By the way, Moog suggests that you probably try to, kill Moog quickly. Otherwise, fire will spread, and parents will burn, and Moog will laugh.
So did you set it? So is it the thing on fire now?
I set a burning log down, like I said, just outside of where the oil is.
Okay, give me a second here. I think I got some fire here somewhere.
My assumption is, yes, it probably will spread.
All right, so I'm going to start this fire off small. Let me zoom in a little bit on the screen so I can grab the thingy. There we go. It's going to start small, and I'll put it right. So, but yeah, so we now have a ticking clock of sorts. Okay. This child. So, do you attempt to release the child?
So I will drop Widow Crippler on the floor.
Okay.
And point to it, be like, use mighty weapon to battle, and then using Orphan Splitter, I will I will just put it down and just snap his bonds.
Okay. Now, the 3 of them were tied up. Are they tied up in a circle, or are they tied up individually?
I would say individually.
Okay, smart. Okay, you snap his bonds. Okay, Eric looks at you, looks at Orphan Splitter.
No, looks at Widow Crippler.
Widow Crippler. Doesn't matter. You watch his child's eyes flicker, and his hair starts to lift, like almost anime style. He points at you and casts 2 Eldritch Bolts. 3, so does a 17 hit?
A 17 hits.
Okay. For 5 damage, and you are pushed back 10 feet. It's a repelling blast from a warlock child.
Okay.
You're pushed back to you bounce off the wall over here against the far wall. That's as far as you go. Boom. And the kid smiles at you. Come on. You think I've been suffering under these stupid idiots all this time? You want to kill my parents, buddy? I've made deals, pal. I've made deals. Let's do this. Let's dance. And he starts it's like fire starts to crackle. Like, you think I'm afraid of fire? Bring it.
Okay. I assume, shall we initiative?
We can go back and forth because it's just going to be us two. So we don't need a big initiative round. So, Moog, you're right. This kid surprised you. What you going to do?
Moog will cast magic missile at him.
Okay.
For 4 damage.
All right. Kid takes it. He shrugs his now. It hurt him. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt him. But he's a kid. He ain't a full adult. He's got a few abilities, but he's like, all right. That is your turn. I don't think you can't do it 2 attacks around yet.
No, but I can move.
Yeah, by all means.
And we'll walk back up to him. Excellent first shot, stupid elf child.
All right, buddy. All right. Now it's the environment's turn, and that does start to catch fire. So let us.
Oops. Parents burning now.
Well, it's circling around, but yeah, actually it is. So this place is catching fire, and the kid, and so I would like us both to take fire damage.
Okay.
It catches around. You're on the cusp of it, so well, I'm going to roll some damage here real fast, and we are both going to take 12 fire damage, both of us. You can do a dexterity saving throw if you like to jump out of the way.
Sure.
DC 14.
18.
You dive over here, take half damage. You only take 6. Kid is stuck in there, and he's screaming. Like, you can't tell if he's screaming or cackling, but yeah, both the parents are already kind of burning at this point. And the kid is melting slowly, laughing, but melting.
Moog almost like you, stupid elf child. You insane.
I'll see you. I'll see you. You think you've won. I'll see you. And the kid, he casts another Eldritch Blast and then uses his movement to dive into the fire. So he's going to shoot 2 more blasts at you. That misses, and a 20 hits.
That hits.
So for 12 points of damage, and you're shoved back another 10 feet.
Oh. Moog appreciates being shoved out of fire.
Yeah, exactly. You stumble over the furniture, but the kid, man, something's not right about this kid. Like, so he like
elf.
Yeah, he actually like lowers himself into the flames, and you see smoke and you see ash, but you don't see the kid anymore. Just a pair of glowing eyes and a little whisper on the wind. I will find you. And this home is really starting to burn.
Well, that was Moog found that invigorating. Like, elf child will find Moog at some point.
So you want to stay inside and try to loot the place, or are you going to try to get out before it burns to death?
Moog not want stupid elf, possessions.
Works for me. So Moog stands outside of a roaring fire. And this is about the time. The Moog's, I think Moog needs to take a look at Moog, you know. Where does Moog see himself these days? You know, obviously he had a team, and he did team stuff, but what is Moog doing now?
Moog stares into the fire, and he contemplates this child who seemed to have almost the spirit of an orc, except in a filthy elf body. And Moog also, Moog, takes a moment to contemplate, and he's like, Moog remembers being orc. One day, Moog will be orc again. You know, Moog just wishes, and he stops as he says this, and he says, "Wait, wish, son of a." Moog had wish. Moog could have wished to be orc again. Instead, Moog wasted on stupid gem that now stuck in stupid elf hand.
The moment you say this, the gem on the back of your hand begins to like crackle slightly with a little bit of like residual pulsing arcane energy, and it itches. It itches like crazy. You turn the back of your right. Which hand? Are you right or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Okay. Well, Moog is. He could be left. I don't know. Right. Turns his hand over and a fraction of that gem is stuck in the back of his hand. And it almost like it taunts you, Moog. This gem, like. Ever since then, that one piece of shrapnel. Now, you have a very fond memory of a piece of shrapnel going through that princess's head and ending her life. You know, and that was fun.
It was fun.
We can't. How can we say otherwise?
Moog could have turned himself back into elf and then killed princess like that, which would have been just as fun. Moog's so stupid. He drops to his knees. And he's just
like Andy Dufresne in the Shawshank Redemption, Hands of the Sky, but as opposed to like actual being redemption, it's more condemnation. Give me a performance check. How well does like the woodland critters know how much Moog laments his folly?
Moog rolls a 7.
His heart's not in it. You know, he's done this before. Every once in a while, I guess you got to kick yourself because it's been like we haven't established a time frame, but it's been some time since you travel with the others, and you've kind of like Moog. Tell me where Moog's been. Where ever since he left the people, the other adventuring team, and left the. I'm sure you guys raided the town and took some gold and treasure with you and like that. But what's Moog been up to? You know, other than elven immolation.
Moog been wandering. You know, Moog spent much time in woods finding many wasp-filled knot holes to get memory of of stupid half-face orc out of Moog's mind. Moog not really sure what Moog saw in her.
Mm-hmm. You remember her name?
Stupid half-face orc.
Okay, works for me.
The same way the stupid oil lady, stupid pretty man, and demon woman who Moog did like.
So so I guess it comes down to the question is, what does Moog want from Moog? This is, he's roaming the town. It's like, you don't care about how ripe you smell. You don't even care that the boarding house had a washroom. It's more like Moog's an orc of the land. He just happens to be trapped in this murderously beautiful form that he can't stand. But in his heart, he's always going to be a creature of the land and the forest and violence. But what is it that Moog wants? I mean,
Moog already said Moog want to become orc again. Therefore, Moog can return to tribe.
Moog had a chance, and Moog fucked that
Moog,
up. So.
Yes, Moog blew it. Moog knows this. You don't have to rub it in Moog's face. Stupid voice in Skybox, Moog.
I'm sorry, I'm losing myself here. That's
Moog is hallucinating voices in head.
It seems to be going around with these new batch of adventurers. So on the outside, you're standing there, fire crackling behind you. I don't know if you take the time to whip it out and piss on the fire, or maybe you wouldn't, because that might slow the flames. You really want to make sure this family's these toasty. It's your call.
Moog not care about them anymore. Moog is depressed. Not even fading screams of dead elves make Moog feel better.
The only thing I think Moog's going to miss is the fact that he did have a chance to eat, and it's probably been some time. Local flora and fauna is fine, but sometimes you need a real meal and occasionally a real bed to sleep in.
Yes, but at the same time, does Moog want to eat elf food? No.
Well, I mean, if elves eat...
elf food is made with elf hands, and that like putting elf fingers in Moog mouth.
Well, that's revolting on all fronts. I totally understand.
Unless Moog is biting them off.
Well, yeah, exactly. You can nosh on that. So, standing outside where you're at a literal crossroads of life and in reality, give me a perception check with advantage, because thanks to the burning fire, it's very easy to see the crossroads signs.
Moog gets a 7.
Well, it only takes a 5. Thank God. It was a natural 1. Like I said, there's a roaring blaze behind you that brightly illuminates the crossroads sign. It basically says, the road the way back. You already know it's that way. A whole lot of nothing. But there is it's now entering the land of Tottenshire, town of Galahad this way.
Town of Galahad. Maybe they have tavern not run by elves that Moog could get drunk in and forget Moog's stupidity.
All right, so Moog begins to make his way there. Give me a nature or survival roll, depending on see how long it takes Moog to get there.
Let's do nature.
Okay.
Rule rolls a natural 1.
Double natural ones. Okay.
Double natural.
So after
Moog never makes it there.
Okay, no. So what happens is Moog sets out bravely, determinedly, with gusto and confidence, and marches easily like a day into the following the clearly marked sign and road. And when the dawn breaks, after walking through the night, he comes to the smoldering remains of the elf house that he burnt down.
This looked familiar. It almost like Orc was here and burnt down elf house.
That's how fortuitous.
Moog is so stupid. Moog, I'll turn around.
Let's try that again.
Stupid elf body, no directions.
It had to have been the elf-made sign. Clearly it was the elven-made sign that sent you in the wrong direction.
When Moog was Orc, Moog never get lost. Moog, always leave sign, like Moog would kill elf children and mark tree with elf blood. So Moog always knew. But no, Moog's stupid. Try again. Moog at 9.
Well, this time Moog actually realizes, there is an actual path. Okay, next time I won't just walk on the side of the road to get, some knothole action, and then some more knothole action. It was a series of rights. It was 3 knothole actions in a row. That's what did it. Damn it.
Moog will, will occasionally stop and carve in tree arrow to remind Moog which way Moog going.
Did he carve it the right way, though? All right. So With a 9, the town is usually like, say, a 2 days hike away. With a 9, it takes you 3, but you get there. You eventually get to the town. Moog, you get to the town of Galahad, and there it is it's kind of generic fantasy town. There is a lord's castle and manor up on the highest hill, and some surrounding merchant shops and things like that. Various streets. It's walled off and it's nice and it's tranquil, but Moog looking the way Moog looks and the way Moog smells, Moog starts to eventually make it down to a certain quarter of the town that's a little more Moog's speed. He's not one of those highfalutin types. As I joke around, all of our guys have a falutin allergy. So you end up on a street of mud, and oddly enough, you start wandering one of the alleys because you're looking for food. You smell food. It is now breakfast time. You can smell it. And you're following your nose. But then you get the sniff of something else. That's something gamey, something ripe, something a little on the dirty side. And you enter Two Tooth Hooker Alley. Coming down the street, you start wandering down, and it is morning time for the whores. So after their night's work, they are all taking their appropriate whores baths in the horse troughs outside, cleaning themselves up, getting ready to rest. Some might go work a double shift, but the road does seem to lead to the backside of a inn and tavern. You see a sign that says the Castrated Ram, inn, tavern, brothel straight ahead. But it's morning time, and so the whores are all clocking out. But you are coming down the street, and there's a bevy of prostitutes in your way.
Moog can appreciate, profession, but Moog want breakfast. So head to Castrated Ram.
Okay. Do you even bother with any of the whores? Do you even look at them, talk to them, anything to with them?
If any make eye contact with Moog, Moog will just grunt at them.
That's basically what happens. And here's the thing: after a hard night's work, because they're reaching hands in horse troughs under their dresses, under their balls. One guy's in the back is like, "My asshole's killing me," So yeah, it is. It's just your standard morning prostitute parade. Very standard,
Moog not see any orc prostitutes, though, right?
Not at the moment, no. Unfortunately, a lot of these are human. There's one, some girl that looks like she could be half dwarf. She's shorter and curvier than everybody else, or she could just be a short, curvy human. You can have to get real close to see if she's got any wispy hair.
Moog not see any elves.
No elves in this bunch.
Then Moog have no reason to start slaughtering recklessly.
Okay, so bypassing the prostitutes, you come into the beginning of the entryway inside the Castrated Ram. You come into it, and it is kind of a rundown, damp, creaky floorboard type of establishment that smells of old wood, mildew, but fresh food.
And orc laying on the side.
A dwarf. That's a dwarf laying on his side. Yeah, there is a passed out dwarf who, the more you look at him, he's kind of awake, kind of not. But the way there's almost a dent in the table how often this guy lays there. Yeah. So, you are greeted by two women. One seems to be a whore. But she has a regality amount her, so she's probably she seems to be the mistress or the madam of the prostitute brigade. And a kind of barbarian looking woman. She's older. She's in her human years. So she's in her mid late 50s, and she's how tall is Moog?
I'd say he's pretty average height, maybe about 5'5".
Okay. So this lady, she towers a few inches over you. For a woman, she's right around that 5'10", 5'11" without her boots on. Thick, old, strong, like a miner. And she looks at you. And she's like, "What do you want?"
"Dearie, I really need you to figure out what is it you want. You can stand here and gawk, or do you want to order some food?"
Moog needs food and drink.
"And food and drink you will have. Do you have coin?"
"Well, I did get paid after the QFC.
Yes.
I guess it depends how much I wasted."
Yeah, it really depends on how much you wasted. So let's ballpark how much Moog had after the quest for competence.
Well, let's see here. We had 500 gold pieces that we split amongst the party, so that would have been 100 for Moog, I think.
Okay. And it's been probably like let's guesstimate time now. Since Salty Bastards, it's been 2 years for this setting. So for Quest for Competence, I don't know if it was running in parallel or did it run afterwards. So 6 months, a year, take your pick. How long has it been since Quest for Competence?
Ah, 6 months. Oh,
Okay.
by the way, do I still have the cursed ring of Fandingulus?
Everybody's allowed to have one free magic item, but you might be taking your swords, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I would much rather have my axe.
Yeah, so probably not. You might have lost that in a bet somewhere.
Oh,
All right.
what a shame.
So what I would like to do is like let's come up with a series of rolls to see how much of that 100 gold Moog has left. So
Okay.
we'll do a penny wise and a pound foolish. So give me an intelligence roll and a wisdom. Well, let me see. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's a couple of rolls here. Let's see how foolish you were. Let's see how foolish you were. Let's to waste some. So give me a wisdom roll.
A 10.
Average. You weren't stupid with your money. But you had the necessities. And let's give me an intelligence roll to see.
12.
Again, average, a little bit above. So I'd say you probably have at least 70 gold. Well, it's been 6 months, so let's say you at least have 45 of that gold. You had to spend some things, do some things, lost a little here and there. So let's say you have at least 45 of that gold left. But based on this place, silver will get you what you need because this is not a gold established. But I will say this. There seems to be some renovations going on. You hear some workers working, and the cook / bouncer. She's like, "Yes, don't mind the work. We've received some capital to clean the place up. So the owner's away for right now. He's off on a little rescue mission of sorts. I'm in charge now. So don't cause me any trouble. Don't look at me funny, and you'll be just fine."
Moog looks at her funny.
What I fucking tell you.
But Moog will also put a gold piece down on the table.
That's a good start. I just gave you one rule and you broke the rule immediately. Please.
Moog have money. Money buys funny staring.
All right. Do me a favor. Give me a history or survival roll, whichever one you feel better with.
Let's do history. An 8. I'm rolling like shit.
Not a problem. History. There were tales of, Moog's been around a little bit. Moog, here's the thing. It's kind of like baseball cards. You collect the people that you like or any kind of sports thing or even, anime cards. Pick your card that you happen to be into. You don't have to be a real master, Pokemon to know who Pikachu is. So there were tales of some warriors out there in your day. Some people Moog might have paid attention to, some might not. But there was one female human turned barbarian that kind of like Moog has heard of. Her name was Trudy Goodnight, known for punching people to death. And you're pretty sure that's who you're looking at right now. It's been a few years, been out of the game a little bit, but based on the build, the description, the attitude, you're 90% certain you're looking at Miss Trudy Goodnight herself.
All right. Well, Moog will pick up that gold coin.
Yep.
Be like, Moog want drink, Moog want food, and you keep rest as tip, but you must do one thing for Moog.
Yes, dearie.
Moog needs to forget, so you punch Moog in face.
Not a problem. Okay, so first things first. Are you truly asking me to just clock you?
Yes. You see pretty elf face here?
Unfortunately, yes.
Moog does not like pretty elf face.
Okay.
So, ugly up Moog, and maybe you even knock Moog out, in which case Moog gets wonderful rest and forgets that he is such a pretty elf.
I'll tell you what, dearie. You have yourself a nice breakfast, and then you and I will have a nice scrap. It's been a while, and she looks you over, and she game respects game, without a doubt. She's like, but I like to beat somebody when they're beating me back. Would you care to throw fists with Trudy Goodnight?
Moog looks at his own arm, which is he is reasonably strong, but then he looks at hers, and Moog realizes that he's probably going to lose. So Moog says, "Sure."
Good, because you're going to lose. I'm just curious. This is inside. I'm gonna make you something special. What would you like to eat?
Something that elves hate.
Oh, then lots of venison, by all means. Meat, more meat. Now, those berry munchers can munch my berries, if you will. Yes. So Rosie, and she gestures over, and Rosie Cheeks, mistress of the prostitutes, comes over. She's like, yes, see to this man's needs within reason. I'm going to go make a fine, not elvish breakfast. I will be right back. Rosie comes over. She's like, oh, hi, how are you? We don't have much in the way of entertainment right now, but I can summon a few if you need something.
You have orc?
Half orc.
Move. Have enough of half orc, because problem with half orc, and he just starts rambling. Problem with half orc is the half that not orc, and Moog, and that can be anything. Could even be elf. Moog not understand why, why orc would dirty themselves with elf, but sometime it happened because sometimes orc have needs.
Like, she is like a practiced, like basically a courtesan. She is listening intently, giving you like direct eye contact, looking away as necessary, placing a hand on the arm when it feels appropriate, listening, really very active listener. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I truly understand. Now, while we don't have orcs per se, we do have masks, and we can turn off the lights. If anything you require, goose fat for lubrication, if you need toys to get in the mood, if you need someone standing outside screaming, we are a full service brothel.
Speaking of screaming, do you have any elves that not like? Because if not likes, then Moog could take care of that problem.
Let's see if she Rosie's got a good insight. Let's see how well she does here. 5. Well, with a +5, she understands. She's a little dim in the morning. It's been a long night, but she's kind of picking up what you're putting down. She's like, I think that's illegal inside Galahad Town proper. But there's always mercenary guilds. I'm sure there's somebody looking to remove somebody. That's when the old dwarf wakes up. I just burn them. That's what I like to do. And rolls back over like John Hartnett style. I'm stupid fucking kids.
Drunken dwarf have good sense. In fact, before Moog came here, Moog was burning some elves.
The dwarf starts laughing. Rosie's like, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that, and I'm just going to walk back away. You're not going to require anything for the night, the morning. I'm sorry. I'll just go over here. After a while, Trudy comes out with basically the fantasy equivalents of like venison, biscuits and gravy, real hearty, stick to your ribs, kind of like savory foods made from like that you would basically cultivate from like hunting parties. And so like a breakfast stew with a side of meat and another side of meat, and all within a nice sausage gravy.
All right. Well, Moog will dig in with all the table manners that Moog has, which is to say none.
Right. Of course. So once you finish your meal, do you feel sated? Do you feel like a nice full meal?
Yeah.
All right. Like, I mean, Moog could be, he could be disgruntled with a meal if you'd like.
No, Moog is fine with meal. Moog just disgruntled with Moog.
Oh, okay. I understand. Trudy sits down next to you. She's like, well, we can either wait 30 minutes for your stomach to settle, or I can put you to sleep, now with a full belly.
Moog will pull out another gold coin, and he will put it between his teeth. And it will be like,
you flirting with me, young man.
You can have.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I'm going to put you on the actual battle map of the Castrated Ram Bar and Brothel. You are on one side, Trudy's on the other. At this point, I would like us. I'm going to bring up the little initiative tracker here. This won't take long, I don't think. Where did I put the initiative tracker? There we go.
It's been a couple days, so I'm back to full.
Oh, yeah, you're back to full. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. Now, dearie, I'm going to ask you to, like I said, don't hold back.
How about this? We both lean across counter, punch for punch. Moog goes down, you get gold piece. If you go down, I don't know. Moog drink himself stupid.
Well, Trudy rolled a 13 on her initiative.
Okay, initiative. Moog rolls a 7.
All right. Trudy's first. All right. So Trudy's going to smile at you, flick you right between the eyes just to piss you off. Kind of like eye-watering flick right on the bridge of the nose. And let me give myself an athletics roll here, real fast. Or, let's go with acrobatics. With a 21, she vaults over the bar right next to you, then intentionally backs away, bringing on, like, if you want an attack of opportunity, take it. Because she intentionally backed away from you and standing in the middle of the gigantic dire bear skin rug.
No, Moog will not take it.
Yeah, your funeral, dear.
Instead, Moog will pull out Widow or Orphan Splitter, and he will slam it down in the middle of the bar, just kind of embedding it into the wood, just to show that he's unarmed.
Okay. Fantastic. All right.
And then he will walk over.
Yep.
And, well,
her arms are wide. Yeah. Bring it, dear.
All right. Unarmed strike. Sure. A 9.
1 second. She doesn't dodge or move. She just takes it.
All right. Then 4 damage.
Not a problem. Your hand hurts like hell. Like, that's not bad, dear. That's not bad. You don't talk like an elf.
That because Moog not orc or not elf.
All right. So what are you then? She asks us, and then she swings on you. Unarmed strike. It's her turn. If you're done your turn.
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. She rolls an 18.
That hits. Moog thought you warrior. Moog's still standing.
Well, that was her first punch. So, next punch. 16.
That misses.
All right. All right. She throws you a jab, and jab catches you in the face and rocks her head back. She takes a swing, a hook at you, but Moog's battle instincts take over and he ducks the hook. Are you still talking over the gold piece in your mouth?
Moog, drink you. that best you have.
Oh, I'm just warming up, Terry. All right, your turn. Come on. Hit an old broad.
15.
Let me see. Technically, she has a 16, but again, she just takes it. She doesn't move. She doesn't use any dexterity. She just takes the punch. It's been a while. Like, you can see, like, she's kind of, you see a kindred spirit in this old woman. She enjoys the thrill of the fight, her body is a litany of scars and bruises that have calloused over time. And her nose is permanently crooked. And for some reason, that's even like, it's homely, but in a weird way attractive. It's weird for an older woman. All right. So give me some damage. 4. Not a problem. She takes another 4 damage. You got anything special? You might want to go get that sword, dearie.
That axe. Moog understand that you old and not see well.
Oh, me. I understand that you are, without a weapon, you're nothing. That's what I'm understanding.
Moog not trying to kill you. Moog just trying to have a little fun here.
All right. Little fun for her turn. She reaches down, and this is not. I'm gonna do an attack roll to see if I hit. Yeah, 19.
That hits.
But she doesn't hit you. She flicks you in the balls.
Aw. Do you think you need weapons to be a fighter? Is that what it is? Oh, does baby elf boy need weapons to be a fighter? Come on, show me what you got.
So I can roll some damage for ball damage for her flick. We'll do half of whatever it normally is because it's so. You take half of this, but the rest is just emotional and testicular pain. So yeah, you take what appears to be 12. So half of that is 6 testicle damage, and the rest is just that aching. We'll call it poison. You just feel that aching sensation. Oh, and she did that with a flick of her finger. So she's like, "Come on, what you got?"
You remind Moog of Moog mom, Mark Testicle Crusher.
As you're saying this, she swings with her other strike and slaps you in the mouth. A 16 again.
That misses.
16 misses. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Go get your sword. Go get your sword, dearie.
And you almost remind Moog of Moog father, Gnarl Gutspiller. Moog will just casually hold out his hand and summon Orphan Splitter.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Is that a bonus action or is that a free action?
Let's see here.
I think it's a free action.
Yeah,
if it's Eldritch Knights, because Warlocks takes an action to summon theirs.
No, that's a bonus action.
Okay, bonus action to summon. Fantastic. Swing away, Meryl.
But Moog will hold it in one hand and then still just jabber with his fist,
Okay.
which misses pathetically to 7.
She's going to allow it. It's one of those. Okay, cool.
4 damage then.
All right. For her bonus action, she holds out her hand, and a two-handed maul appears in her left hand. Oh, I knew I liked you. I knew I could smell my own. And then she punches you in the face with her other hand. 17.
That hits.
And this time she's going to here's the thing. The damage will be 9 damage to your face plus where'd it go? 1 second. An additional 22 points of force damage from the ring of the ram that crushes you in the face, right between the eyes.
That pretty much kills.
So I don't know where your life's at right now.
Negative 17.
Fantastic. So Moog, it's like in this brilliant display, she told you to get the weapon and you did. And then you watched her, while a barbarian clearly has some levels in fighter, also an Eldritch Knight, summoned her own weapon and mirrored you back, clocks you with her right hand, and released the Ring of the Ram's force damage. It lifted you off. You were like a punk ass in a 1980s action comedy about the guy who's trying, like his dad trying to shut down the community rec center kind of guy. Well, you just got uppercutted onto the prom table, upending the punch bowl. Moog is lifted off his feet, clears air for a good, feels like a good 3 seconds to you as you slowly fade out of consciousness. And the last thing you remember was when you hit the hardwood floor, clearing the edge of the dire bear over to here, is Trudy Goodnight chuckling to herself, I like that boy.
If Moog die, then Moog go before Anjarak, and then I'm sure Anjarak will tell Moog, you disappointing.
An undisclosed amount of time later, you wake up in, I'm going to turn off to remove turn order. There we go. You wake up in a basement. Your wounds have been tended. Your clothes are clean, disgustingly so. Like you have been top to bottom clean. You are just in a way, a blissful happiness comes over to you. Just something about because for it could have been days you didn't remember that you're in the body of an elf. And there's a little note next to you saying, when it's time, come upstairs, dearie. There'll be food waiting for you. And if you want another round, I'll be there. Sign, Trudy Goodnight. Your weapons are around you. Your clothes, like I said, are clean. Your gold's been replenished. It's like all the gold you spent, it's back there. But there is one of your teeth has been removed and replaced with a gold tooth. Full memories, dear. And Moog in the bottom of a basement, kind of bliss. Moog, how are you feeling right now?
Moog beaten unconscious in fair combat. Moog enjoyed blissful, oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
Now Moog feel like it's time to pick up the pieces and try to find new quest.
I think that's a fair call for our friend Moog because, call me crazy but sometimes, certain fate things happens. Dungeons and Dragons plot contrivance happens. But I have a feeling this is not the last we're going to see of Moog there in the basement of the castrated ram. But it is where we're going to leave this adventurer, friends, as this is the end of episode 0.85, an interlude with Moog, if you will. Rick, is there anything you want to say to the A and Deviants and Junior Adventures out there?
No, I mean, I appreciate everybody, who listens in. I hope they're all looking forward to the coming game, Dicey Bastards. And I have a feeling that once we're all together, however, in whatever form that will be, well, I think that's when the real fun will start.
Oh, so you didn't have fun? Well, fuck you too, Rick. Here I am thinking like, oh, we had a good time. You're like, oh, now you're sorry, fans. You have to see behind the scenes now when mom and dad fight. But on behalf of Ricky Guatemala, I've been MK Gibson, and it's been our pleasure to run this for you. We'll see you all next time, and thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
You've been listening to Dicey Bastards, brought to you by Authors and Dragons, the channel by Geeks for Geeks. If you'd like to support this content and the authors therein, please do contribute at patreon.com/authors and dragons. Not only will you get secret content, you'll also get access to a vibrant community of online weirdos. See you there.
And if you lose, everybody die!